Let me address some recent comments by Jon Stewart on his TV channel. The question is raised. I raised it in one of my latest articles. Why two? If marriage is not the union of a man and a woman, if you have the right to marry the one you love, if love is love, then why can't you have three women or three men or one man and three women or one woman and three men? I mean, why can't you potentially have that? And since polygamy is so widely accepted in countries around the world and has been in world culture for millennia, then it's really a shorter jump from marriage as we know it to polygamy than from marriage as we know it to same-sex so-called marriage. So listen to what Jon Stewart had to say about that subject.
This is redefining a fundamental institution.
Suppose three people say, we want to be a marriage. We're three people, and we love each other, and we want to be marriage. What's to prevent that under this?
Because people aren't born polygamists. You know, I knew even when I was 5, I was different. While the other boys played with trucks and army men, I was figuring out bed-sharing schedules with multiple wives.
Okay, it's Comedy Central, so I guess it's not meant to be taken seriously, but it is Jon Stewart, and I think he does mean it seriously on some level. So, John, are you actually serious with those comments? Obviously, you get a rise from your crowd, but are you actually serious with those comments? Number one, plenty of men could say, hey, I'm wired to be with multiple women. As long as I can remember being attracted to women, one was never enough. And when I had a girlfriend, I was attracted to other girls. When I got married, I was still attracted to other women. I mean, men could say that. Men could say, I'm wired this way. I'm born this way. I'm born to be with more women. I've got more sex drive than my wife can handle. And, she needs times in the month when she's off. So, hey, I want to be able to reproduce. I'm wired. I'm made this way. You could very well, very easily give that argument. That's number one. Number two, there's still no reputable scientific evidence that anyone is born gay. If there was, then the American Psychological Association, American Psychiatric Association, which are massively pro-gay activists in their thinking, that they would be the first to say it. But they themselves say we really don't know exactly why people are homosexual and what the factors are. Is it biology? Is it nature, nurture? Is it a combination? We're not sure. But look, is this the whole thing? The whole argument is I'm born this way and I have this drive? Is that some kind of moral reason for doing things? There are scientists who believe they discovered an adultery gene. Honey, it's not my fault. It's genetic. That's going to fly. Sure. John, try that out with your spouse. See how that works. All right. Hey, I'm just wired this way. I'm wired to be with multiple women. See how that works. What about the guy who says, I have a violent gene? I beat up that gay guy because it's just my nature. Oh, yeah, we're going to accept that. It's just my nature. And what do we tell people who have tendencies and desires? Look, every homosexual man I've ever talked to utterly renounces pedophilia. Every heterosexual man I've ever talked to, a woman, utterly renounces pedophilia. What if someone says, but I was born this way? Well, then you need help. It doesn't justify a behavior. So even if someone is born a particular way, what does that prove about morality? Look, there's scientists who believe they've isolated an obesity gene. So should we have fat pride parades? I have the obesity gene. We'll celebrate fat pride. No, you work harder to deal with the obesity. So come on. There is no good argument that a gay activist has presented yet. If love is love and you have, quote, the right to marry the one you love and you believe in, quote, marriage equality, then if a man loves three women and the women want to enter that in a relationship, or there's a lesbian throuple like that, quote, got married in Massachusetts a couple years ago, or three men that, quote, got married in Thailand earlier this year, then more power to them, right? Love is love. Marriage is a union of loving people. If it's not male, female, there's no reason that the number two is magical at all. And Jon Stewart, you just underscored that for us. Thank you, sir.